Hi there, this is Sheri, and I'm the acting president of the Alliance for Massage Therapy Education. And today I'm here to talk with Jodi Wiley, a massage therapist in Michigan, who recently went through our teacher certification program. And I just kind of wanted to talk with her and get her feedback on the program, benefits of going through certification, and anything else, any gems that she wants to share with us. So Jodi, welcome. And I'm so excited to talk with you today.
Hi, Sheri. It's good to virtually meet you.
Yeah, you too. Hey, can you give us a little of your background, kind of your experience into teaching?
Sure. I have been a massage therapist for roughly 15 years, and then I've been teaching since 2012, so 8.5 years or so. I teach that entire time. I've taught at a community college, which is where you see me now. And as you said, I'm in Michigan.
It's a beautiful setup right there behind you.
It really is. I feel lucky to have the support of an entire college.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. When you got started in teaching back in 2012, did you have any training for becoming an instructor?
Not specifically in massage teaching. I had had some experience in teaching PE, physical education, in
Okay.
a Catholic school setting, and just random teaching experiences.
Yeah, what I find, like for me, when I got into teaching, it was almost the "you're up next" attitude. Teacher in front of me left, and I was only a graduate 3 months out of school.
Oh, 3 months.
Yeah, and I started assistant instructing, and within 6 months after graduation, I was a lead instructor. So,
Wow.
and I think that's kind of a common journey for a lot of massage
I think
therapy
you're probably
instructors.
right.
Yeah, so got into teaching in 2012, and then this year, well, 2020, you started going through the teacher certification program with the Alliance. What kind
Correct.
of led you to wanting to choose to get certified?
Well, since the certification came out, it's always been in the back of my head, like, that's sort of something I'd like to do. And I kind of just got up the courage to do it in the end of 2020.
Okay, and then what was your experience like working with the Alliance team?
So the online interface that you use to go through the various check marks, the requirements for certification, was really easy to use. Also, I appreciated the videos, tutorials that kind of walked you through. I sort of picked and chose which parts I needed help with, but truly it was very easy to follow the instructions.
Okay, and so then kind of going back to the certification, making that decision, was it something that the community college asked you to do, or is it something that just inside of you, you just felt this would help you, maybe help your students if you were
Yeah,
certified?
so it was not something that the college asked, although I would be a proponent of encouraging all of our teachers to do that at the college. I was self-motivated because I think, as we talked before, I feel like addressing our profession from, I'll say, from the bottom up, from the educational entry level, I think that's really the biggest way to make an impact on the profession. And if we can start with teachers being, evidence informed and just getting a handle on where our needs are at as a teacher. And that's another thing, going through that process of becoming certified, I was kind of made aware of where my maybe weaknesses are as a teacher.
How interesting. Can you share one with us that kind of stood out as being a weakness?
Sure. Well, our program is hands-on, obviously. We had to alter that a little bit during the pandemic. We had to alter that a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
But I have a background in some kinesiology education, and so I was really good at teaching the hands-on part. I felt like where I lacked was perhaps the lecture part, when I'm delivering theory to the students, and realizing how to make it a little bit more interactive was something I came away with.
Oh, that's fantastic. I know when I created a CE, or sorry, massage therapy instructor CE course, just developing it, I learned tools myself that really have altered the lectures that I give as well. So I can see how beneficial that would be.
Nice.
Yeah. And again, we kind of, I think, kind of model ourselves after instructors that we've had in the past. And if those instructors did not have, a strong, teaching sense, but also a really good educational delivery system, we model after what we witnessed when we were going through the program,
Yeah,
especially in a hands-on program.
just like kids and parents,
Yeah.
you model what you see.
Yeah.
It's funny that you mentioned mentors, because one of my, not mentors necessarily, because there's no official relationship, but someone that I have looked up to as a massage instructor on a national level, he said that knowledge is out there really for free because of the internet. So if you want to improve yourself as a teacher, there's a million resources. But what I think the counterpart to that is the accountability. So I could work out for free because there's lots of YouTube videos, right, on working out. But when you enter a program, then there's some more accountability and you're more likely to finish it. Or, and coming back to the teacher example,
Right.
if you enter a program like the certification, you're more likely to follow through with self-improvement than if you just say, oh yeah, information's all out there.
It's true. I think anytime you have to put down money for something, it does change. Even
true.
though it's not an exorbitant amount of money, but when you put down money for something, it changes the outcome.
For sure.
Kind of like you talked about in fitness and watching YouTube videos. So true.
Yeah.
When you went, I'm just curious, when you went through the program, were you teaching a class when you went through the certification?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
okay. And so if we think about you were teaching a class and you talked about how your educational delivery was changing and metamorphosing as you were going through it, did your students notice a change?
I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I'd have to go back and compare pre and post student evals to see. I hope that they would notice a change.
Yeah. Okay. And how about other instructors? Are they asking you about the process that your, other instructors at your college?
Well, so since I have gotten my official certification, we haven't had a staff meeting, but that's on the agenda for the next staff meeting, is to just share about that process and encourage other teachers to go through it.
Yeah, I could. I mean, I own my school. And so, encouraging my instructors to get certified is something that I think will, kind of give our school a competitive advantage over other schools that, are kind of, I don't like the word competitor because I think we're all in it together to help the profession elevate. And it just gives better outcomes to students across the country. But it does give me a competitive advantage in the meantime, while still encouraging other schools to get their educators certified as well. So how do you think that this will shape your teaching future?
I think in two main arenas. One is the micro environment of my school and my students and my teaching. I think I'll be, I will see myself as being held to a higher standard. Even those are self-imposed, but just having that certification, I'm going to be thinking about that.
Yeah.
And then on the macro level, I think we also talked before about being accountable to our profession.
Oof.
So I would love it if a teacher certification were not the exception, but the average, because I feel like I hope I'm a good teacher, but I'm not a teacher of the year. I'm just an average person. Maybe people think that they have to be super teacher to get certification, and that's just not true. You just have to be intentional.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I really couldn't agree more. Let's see. So I'm just gonna hazard a guess that you would recommend this program to other instructors. Yep, thank you. And then lastly, I think I understand that you're on one of the Alliance committees.
I am. That's kind of new too.
Yeah, so the Teacher Resource Committee?
Yeah.
Yeah, so how long have you been on the committee?
Just a couple months. I'm just sort of checking it out, and I hope that I'm helpful. Yeah.
I'm sure you are, especially coming in with the experience having gone through the certification. I'm sure there's tremendous value to the others on the board or on the committee.
Right.
And speaking from experience of having gone through the program, I'm sure there's tremendous value. Yeah. So, Jodi, you have anything else that you want to add before we close this up for the day?
No, I think we talked about everything.
All
Thanks,
right.
Sheri.
Well, I thank you so much for your time. I appreciate the kind words that you said about the certification program. And to those of you that might be looking at this video, watching it, and trying to decide if certification is right for you, please reach out to the Alliance or to Jodi herself. We can put you in contact with her. I'm sure if you have any specific questions on the process, we'd love to help you and help your school, help you as an instructor, and just elevate the profession. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Oh, let's see. I meant to hit that button, hit the wrong button. Stop.